Hey everyone, Dane here from Moving to Canada. Right now we are standing on the coast of New Brunswick looking out at the Confederation Bridge. This bridge is a feat of Canadian engineering, the longest bridge in the world that crosses ice-covered water, clocking in at just under 13 kilometers. And it connects New Brunswick to the province that we are going to be exploring today, Prince Edward Island. We will see you on the other side. Like a bridge over ice-covered water. We just drove across the Confederation Bridge. We are back on solid land and ready to tell you about the 8 things you need to know before moving to PEI. First up, PEI is an island, obviously, and a pretty small one at that. The only ways to get here are by driving across that bridge, taking the ferry from Nova Scotia, or flying into one of the airports. But once you are on the island, everything is close by. In fact, it only takes about 3 hours to drive from the western tip of the island to the eastern tip of the island. The population of the entire island of PEI is only 158,000, and the capital city has a population of less than 40,000. What's the capital city, you ask? Well, let's head there for the second thing you need to know about moving to PEI: the cost and availability of housing. Welcome to Charlottetown. This gorgeous seaside gem is the capital city of PEI, and it's also representative of some of the accommodation challenges the island faces. According to the website Numbeo for 2020, rentals in Charlottetown are relatively affordable, with a 1-bedroom apartment renting at about $940 a month and a 3-bedroom at about $1,600 a month. The difficulty comes in actually finding accommodations. Here in Charlottetown, the vacancy rate is about 1%, essentially tied with Vancouver, and this low vacancy rate can mean it's very challenging to find accommodations. Outside Charlottetown, across the rest of the island, there are beautiful cottages and homes in lovely little towns that dot the coast. Excellent options if you're open to a small town life. We've just driven about 30 minutes outside Charlottetown to the town of Victoria, where you can see some of the island's quintessential maritime homes on display. And that brings us to the third thing that you need to know about: transportation. I'm just going to level with you here. Yes, if you're living in Charlottetown, you could feasibly get around by walking or biking, but to truly take advantage of the island, you're going to want a car. Plus, without a car, you're not going to be able to take advantage of the fourth thing that you need to know about: PEI's incredible ocean attractions. Let's go. Here in Argyle Shore Provincial Park on the province's South Shore, you can take in PEI's famous red sand beaches and red cliffs. The red sands are so famous that you can even buy yourself a PEI dirt shirt, dyed with the pigment in the sand. You'll find stunning beaches like this all across the island, from the red sands on the South Shore to the white sand dunes and expansive beaches on PEI's North Shore. We've just driven to PEI National Park, only a 20-minute drive north of Charlottetown. Here you can partake in camping, hiking, swimming, cycling, or just a classic afternoon laying out on the sand in nothing but your maple leaf Speedo. Ah, see, you were worried I was going to cut away to some B-roll there, weren't you? Here's also a great place to talk about the fifth thing you need to know about moving to PEI: the climate and weather. Here on the shore of the Gulf of St. Lawrence, you can get a sense of the oceanic forces that drive much of PEI's climate. PEI has a mild maritime climate, with average temperatures in July hitting 19 degrees Celsius and average temperatures in January down at -7. Worried about the winter? You should expect some snowfall and even some big ol' snowstorms, but there will also be some rainy days where the temperature pushes back up above freezing. Summers are temperate, perfect for Danes. Not too hot, not too cold, with the ocean breeze keeping you refreshed. Plus, during the summer, you can take part in some of the sixth thing that you need to know about living in PEI: It's incredible arts and culture that make it a huge destination for tourists. Right now, we're standing outside of PEI's Confederation Center of the Arts, a massive artistic hub that operates year-round and plays host to an art gallery, operas, theaters, and the annual Charlottetown Festival, where you can take in world-class musical theater productions, including the story of PEI's most famous girl, Anne of Green Gables. There is culture far beyond the walls of the Confederation Center. During the tourist season in the summer, you can find tons of live music, performances, and eateries in downtown venues, like those found here on Victoria Road. And PEI's massive tourism sector brings us to our 7th thing that you need to know about: PEI's jobs and industries. This is a potato! PEI potatoes are an iconic island export and speak to the importance of the agricultural industry to the island. Agriculture and fisheries play a huge role in the island's economy, alongside the huge tourism and hospitality industries. Aside from those staples, PEI is making inroads into some other innovative sectors. Here in Charlottetown, there's an emerging biotech industry, with companies like BioVectra setting up shop. And even in smaller towns like Summerside, known for their fisheries, companies are dipping their toe into the tech side of fishing. All in all, you might not be able to find the range of employment opportunities you'd find in a city like Toronto, but if you do your research, you might be able to find something that fits your career goals. The last thing that we wanted to talk about was your access to post-secondary education on Prince Edward Island. Sure, your options are limited, but there are some great undergraduate and graduate programs here at the University of Prince Edward Island. Plus, if you're looking for more technical or vocational training, you can check out Holland College, the local community college, which hosts a range of great programs, including a world-class culinary school. That does it for our video on 8 things you need to know before moving to PEI. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Now that we're done filming, I'm gonna end things off by tucking into a local delicacy: the PEI potato! Just kidding. We're actually gonna end things off with this delicious pizza from Piatto in Charlottetown. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Excuse me, could you give us some privacy?